Welcome back to another installment of Professor Charles's Law. Shooby-doo-doo-doo. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to another installment of Professor Charles's Live, and today we are doing a movie review on Concrete Cowboys. It is number 3 on the Netflix their top 10 list. The director is Rick Staub. The person that wrote the story is Gregory Neri. The producers are Idris Elba, Lee Daniels, and Tucker Tooley. So, this movie starts off with a rebellious teen named Cole. Cole is this teen that's constantly getting in trouble in school. And eventually his mother tells him, hey, look, I patched you up. It's time for you to get up on out of here. You're not trying to do the right things. You're still keeping trouble. So Cole is pretty much taken to his father in North Philly to live with his father until he gets his act right. It was interesting. I like the dynamics of it. The mother having a conversation with him in the car and everything. That's how parents do. They care, they love you, they care about you. But some people have to eventually go live with their father. I know friends that went through that, so very interesting dynamic to it. But the thing is, Cole is not used to the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? His mother is working and everything. She had to take off her job because he's constantly causing trouble. But whereas his father is, their ways of doing things are polar opposites. Mr. Harper, which is played by Idris Elba in this movie, we see he's a little bit more carefree. He's like the community father of his friends, his inner circle. And you can see that their relationship is not quite what it is. Cole does not really want to get to know his father. He's very angry at his father because he felt like his father abandoned him. And you can understand that because Cole hadn't seen him in years. But there was a reason for that, which I'm not going to get to right away. And also in the movie, we learn about Mr. Harper's friends. Nessie, Rome, some of the other cowboys, even Leroy, which is played by Method Man. And we understand that each of them, this is their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? These are real cowboys. You know what I'm saying? And in this movie, we see how the cowboys, especially Mr. Harper and Rome and all the other ones, talked about how they're being misbetrayed by Hollywood and just in general society, man. Society always want to make it seem like John Wayne is a traditional cowboy. Well, in actuality, a lot of you guys don't know. This is why black people need to watch this movie seriously. The original cowboys were black people. Yeah. I just have to share this information with you guys. I do my homework, okay? And the thing is, they was like, yeah, we tired of these John Waynes and these, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, Western films. And they didn't like how the media betrayed them. But this movie also tackles some very serious issues. One, gentrification. There are scenes in the movie where the mayor of North Philly says, hey, look, guys, it's time for you to go. Them getting rid of the horses and everything. Also, the struggle of kind of Cole and Smush. Let's talk about Smush. So Cole and Smush. Cole, that is one of his friends, Smush, that he knew, I guess, when he was in Philly. And the thing was, Cole and Smush were polar opposites. Cole was a little bit more level-headed. Smush was more of the risk taker. And eventually it led to Smush's downfall. Smush was like, he was the drug dealer and the robber type of the friend. And, sometimes opposites attract, even with friends. But he was going down the wrong path. And I can understand Harper, also known as Mr. Harper, in the movie, pretty much saying, hey, listen, I care about you, but I don't want you hanging around Smush like that. And, I thought, honestly, Smush, I was shocked that Smush had that background, that he was riding the horses and everything. That was very interesting. Getting to learn to have a relationship with your parent, too, was another thing I liked about this film. We see that pretty much Cole and Harper kind of learning one another. When he first moved there, he's like, man, he got the horse up in the house and everything, and my room directly across from the horse. That is kind of weird, the situation. But we learn why, though. We also learned that he had to earn the trust of the other cowboys within that community. Learning how to clean out the horse poop and everything, how to put it in a barrel and then dump it over. You know what I'm saying? There's a scene in the movie where Cole has on some new J's, and I'm like, bruh, you doing stuff with horses, man. Just dealing with poop, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you wear some J's dealing with stuff that's gonna get your shoes even dirtier? Here's one scene when he steps in it. I was like, because it fell on it. I was like, ugh. But we understand. Also, Cole building a relationship with one of the horses. It was really rebellious, named Boo. Boo was this male horse that just was like, And Cole was the only one that really got close to Boo. When he got kicked out by his father and Nessie told him, you on the prayer list, he had nowhere else to go. So Cole sneaks into one of the stalls with the horse, and luckily that horse didn't kick his butt. That horse was like, I'm like, ooh. I said, I think you in the wrong part of the little stable. But also this film tackles, ownership. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys didn't own anything within that neighborhood, not even the stall, man. And it was sad because there was a scene where law enforcement and animal control came out to get the horses and everything. And I was like, man, that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, not having any ownership. And we learned that they didn't have any ownership due to Smush. Cole and Smush, they had a conversation, and Smush said they don't own any, they don't own the land, they don't own the horses, they don't own none of this stuff. And that became a problem. That's probably why his father didn't have the most comfortable household to live in, because when he opened up the refrigerator, he had beer and one other beverage. That was it. Wasn't no food in there. So that could be why Cole, I can understand Cole being frustrated when he first got there. It's like, there's only beer and one other beverage in here. There's no food, nothing that's gonna, get me, I guess, on the edge of where I'm eating. And Smush was probably the person that was helping him out. Smush was giving him clothes. Smush was, he was making sure he was eating. So I can see why Cole kind of still kind of dabbled with Smush, but he did it sneakily. But his father eventually found out because Smush had got killed. Man, that was tragic. When Smush got killed, that was his friend. That was the only friend that he really had in Philly. His death took a toll on Cole. Cole ran away. He was there when Smush got killed. It was a robbery gone bad. He was the lookout man, Cole. And, eventually Leroy, I thought Leroy was going to definitely arrest Cole. But because Leroy was on both sides of the fence, which is played by Method Man. And we see that Leroy, he's law enforcement / cowboy. But luckily he didn't. His father cleaned him up. And, he told him, he said, we finally got to say our goodbyes to Smush. Because Smush funeral had already happened, but Cole never really got a chance to say goodbye. So pretty much they all had a ceremony. The other cowboys and cowgirls, because Nessie and the other ones were there. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because, Cole was still kind of hurt that it happened, but they had to say their final farewells to Smush. Smush used to be one of them. Cole ends up getting the shoes that he had and the horse saddle and everything. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Because Smush wanted to change his life around. I think he just got too stuck up in being the drug dealer and a robber persona. And sometimes that's what happens to the youth. There was even a cowboy that said, this saved my life. You know what I'm saying? For me not getting into the streets. Because his one of the cowboys' brothers had gotten killed. He had got shot and was paralyzed. But I gotta say, man, this film was really good. Also, Leroy was another friend of his father's, despite their differences, him being with law enforcement. I wish was really good. We understand that Leroy did care about Cole, even though he was, you know, part of the police and everything. But I gotta say, the ending was satisfying. I really like this film. The ending was really satisfying. We see Cole and the other cowboys kind of find another community because they were kind of kicked out of the other community because this deals, they didn't own any of the land. There was no ownership. Gentrification is the other thing that we saw. And we could see that Cole got closer to his father towards, you know, when Smush passing. We saw that, you know what I'm saying? And also Cole learning how to become a cowboy. At first, he didn't really want to do it at first. We seen him, you know, ride Boo, learn how to connect with Boo and everything, the horse, you know. And I was like, wow, this is interesting that they showed that he you know, kind of matured in a way. But I give this film a 4 out of 5. It was a really good film. I found out that a few of the characters were fictional characters. Some of these characters were based on real people. I love that the ending of this movie, we see the ones that were the real cowboys in North Philly. Also, I love the Philly lingo. Like, boy, you know what I'm saying? And there was another Philly language in it. If you're from Philly, comment if you've seen the movie. But I gotta give this a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. Solid story. Is showing that this is still going on in Philly, where there are black cowboys and cowgirls, you know, migrating from different areas due to gentrification, no ownership of the land. And this is my review on it. Have you seen Concrete Cowboys? You tell me in the comments, guys. Your boy, Professor Charles, is live. Have a great day, and I'm out. Subscribe, comment, like. Thanks for watching.